Have you ever felt your hands and feet colder than usual, especially at night? Have you ever climbed just a few steps and suddenly your heart beats fast, your breath shortens, and your legs feel like they are about to give out? Many people think these are normal signs of aging, but what you need to know is, this might not be just age. It could be a whispering warning of a much more serious health issue, poor blood circulation. And the most dangerous part? It happens quietly. No intense pain, no sudden collapse. But day by day, it silently drains your life energy, causing fatigue, aches, nerve damage, and even stroke. According to the American Heart Association, poor circulation is a leading risk factor for heart failure, tissue necrosis, and limb loss in older adults. Sadly, most people do not realize this until it is too late. But here's the good news. There is a way to reverse this process. A way to restore strength to your legs, improve memory, reduce fatigue, and live healthier every day. In today's video, we will explore the hidden causes behind poor circulation, the important signs you should never ignore, the serious complications if left undetected, and why early medical evaluation can save your legs, your heart, and even your memory. Please stay until the end because number 7 may surprise you. If you are worried about your health, if you are living with numbness, cramps, or unexplained pain, do not skip this video. I will walk you through each step, explaining it in a way that is clear, thorough, and grounded in reality, because you deserve to have a strong body, a clear mind, and a life free from fear every time your hands or feet start to feel cold. Blood circulation is the body's life transport system. It delivers oxygen, nutrients, hormones, and immune cells throughout the body to maintain the function of the brain, heart, muscles, bones, and skin. When this flow is blocked, slowed, or becomes unevenly distributed, your health begins to decline, sometimes so quietly that you do not even realize it. There are many factors that contribute to weakened circulation, especially in people over 60. The following are the most common and dangerous causes that you should be aware of. 1. Heart problems. When the heart is tired, the blood cannot flow strongly. The heart acts like the central pump of the circulatory system. When the heart is healthy, it pumps blood powerfully to every organ. But when the heart weakens, everything slows down. One common condition is heart failure. In this case, the heart muscle loses its ability to contract properly and cannot pump enough blood to the tissues. You may feel constant fatigue, chest tightness, swelling in the legs, and difficulty breathing when lying down. Another condition is coronary artery disease, where the arteries that supply the heart become narrowed by cholesterol plaques. This not only increases the risk of heart attack, but also severely limits blood flow throughout the body. There is also a lesser-known culprit, irregular heartbeat or arrhythmia. When the heartbeat is uneven, blood is pumped inconsistently, causing dizziness, rapid or irregular heartbeats, and cold hands and feet. According to a study by Harvard University, even mild arrhythmias can reduce the amount of blood reaching the brain and limbs, making elderly people more prone to losing balance, falling, and feeling confused. 2. Compressed or blocked blood vessels. When the river of life is being squeezed, even if your heart is strong, blood flow can still be disrupted if your blood vessels are blocked. The most common condition is atherosclerosis. This is when arteries become narrowed by plaques made of cholesterol, calcium, and inflammatory cells. Over time, the arteries become tighter, blocking the flow of blood to your limbs, brain, and heart. A frightening consequence of this is peripheral artery disease, often seen in the legs. You may feel calf pain while walking, experience slow-healing wounds on the feet, or even suffer from ulcers and tissue death in severe cases. Another issue is deep vein thrombosis, where a blood clot forms in a vein, usually in the legs. If not detected in time, the clot can break off and travel to the lungs, causing a pulmonary embolism, a life-threatening condition. Some people also experience varicose veins, especially older women or those who stand for long periods. Often dismissed as a cosmetic issue, varicose veins can actually slow blood flow, causing leg pain, swelling, and increasing the risk of blood clots. 3. Blood-related issues. When the blood itself no longer brings life, the quality of your blood is also a critical factor in circulation. If your blood contains high levels of bad cholesterol, it is more likely to stick to artery walls, forming plaques that narrow the vessels and increase the risk of heart attack or stroke. Another factor is iron deficiency. Iron is the key element that helps produce hemoglobin, the protein in red blood cells that carries oxygen. When you lack iron, you develop iron deficiency anemia, with symptoms including fatigue, pale skin, cold extremities, headaches, and dizziness. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that iron deficiency is a major cause of reduced oxygen supply in elderly tissues, especially in small muscles like the calves and hands. Additionally, people with diabetes are at high risk of circulatory problems. Prolonged high blood sugar damages the walls of blood vessels, narrows them, impairs circulation, and slows down wound healing, especially in the feet. Many diabetics ignore a small scratch on the foot until it becomes an infected ulcer and eventually leads to tissue death requiring amputation. That is the price of disrupted circulation. 4. Unstable blood pressure, the silent pressure that deforms blood vessels. High blood pressure increases the force exerted on artery walls. Over time, the vessels become stiff, prone to rupture or damaged, reducing their ability to carry blood effectively. Worse yet, high blood pressure shows no clear symptoms for many years, which is why it is often called the silent killer. On the other hand, low blood pressure can be just as dangerous. When blood pressure is too low, blood is not strong enough to reach the extremities, causing dizziness, nausea, cold hands and feet, and even fainting. Both conditions disrupt blood flow, depriving organs like the heart, kidneys, and brain of oxygen. In older adults, this is a common cause of chronic fatigue, memory decline, and reduced mobility. 5. Sedentary lifestyle, the quiet killer of circulation. Do you sit for long hours every day? Do you avoid physical activity because of joint pain or simply a lack of energy? A sedentary lifestyle is one of the most dangerous factors leading to poor circulation. When you do not move, your muscles do not contract, your veins are not stimulated, and blood is not efficiently pushed back to the heart. This leads to venous congestion, causing swelling, heavy legs, and increased risk of blood clots. Even just a few weeks of reduced movement can significantly decrease blood supply to your muscles, resulting in muscle loss, weakness in the limbs, and a higher risk of falls. Poor circulation is not like sharp pain or sudden symptoms that immediately catch your attention. It is more like a slow-moving stream, quietly weakening your body bit by bit. That is why many people mistake the signs of poor circulation for normal tiredness, or simply assume it is a part of aging. But if you learn to listen carefully to your body, you will recognize these important signs, signals that can help you detect the problem early and prevent more serious complications in the future. 1. Cold hands and feet, a warning that your blood flow is weakening. If you often feel that your hands or feet are cold, even when the weather is not, this is a clear sign that blood is not flowing well to your extremities. Blood helps regulate body temperature. When it does not reach the limbs, the temperature in your hands and feet drops. You may feel icy fingers, cold toes, or even chills in your calves or forearms, while the rest of your body feels normal. This is a very common but often overlooked symptom. Many people blame the weather, prolonged sitting, or aging without realizing that their circulatory system is becoming weaker. 2. Tingling or pins and needles. When nerves begin to cry for help, have you ever felt a prickling sensation in your fingertips or toes, or a numbness that spreads down your arms or legs? This happens when nerves are not getting enough oxygen and nutrients. Due to poor blood flow, nerve fibers stop functioning properly, leading to tingling, numbness, or even temporary loss of feeling in your extremities. In elderly people, this is an early warning sign of peripheral nerve damage, especially if you have a history of diabetes or high blood pressure. 3. Dry, flaky skin and hair loss on the legs. Messages from the skin. Do you notice that the skin on your legs is dry, rough, flaky, or losing its elasticity? Or that the hair on your calves or feet is slowly falling out without a clear reason? That is because your skin and hair follicles also rely on blood for nourishment. When circulation is poor, the skin does not receive enough nutrients or moisture, leading to dryness, itching, cracking, and sometimes patchy hair loss on your legs or arms. In particular, small wounds on the legs that take a long time to heal are a dangerous sign. Without enough blood, the body cannot deliver immune cells or tissue-repairing agents to the wound, causing ordinary scratches to linger and become infected. 4. Brittle, easily broken nails. When your nails are trying to warn you, fingernails and toenails are the last parts of the body to receive blood supply. When circulation weakens, nails no longer receive the nourishment they need, resulting in thin, brittle nails that peel or change color. This is an easily noticeable sign, but one that is often ignored. If your nails break easily without any impact, or if they develop vertical ridges or turn yellow or pale gray, you should consider the possibility of a circulatory issue. 5. Leg pain when walking. It is not just your joints. Do your legs feel painful, heavy, or tired after walking a short distance? Do you often have to sit and rest midway when going to the market or climbing stairs? If so, this may not just be a muscle or knee problem. It could be a sign of lower limb ischemia caused by narrowed or blocked blood vessels in the legs. This condition is also called intermittent claudication, pain that occurs when moving and eases when resting. It is a clear sign of peripheral artery disease. If left untreated, it may lead to ulcers, tissue death, or even amputation. 6. Swollen legs and ankles. When blood cannot return to the heart, do your ankles or feet swell in the afternoon or after standing for long periods? At first, it may just feel like heavy legs or mild tightness, but over time, this could be the result of venous congestion. After nourishing the tissues, blood must return to the heart. If the flow slows down, it collects in the lowest parts of the body, your legs and ankles. Swelling is not only uncomfortable, but also an early sign of venous insufficiency or even heart failure. 7. Erectile dysfunction in men. A sign few people consider. Circulation is not only important for the heart, legs, or skin, it also affects sexual function. In men, erectile dysfunction can be one of the earliest signs of poor circulation. To maintain a normal physiological response, the body needs a rich and stable blood supply to specific tissues. When blood flow is insufficient, this function is reduced. It is not simply a matter of aging, but a vascular warning. Studies at Tufts University have shown that men with erectile dysfunction at age 50 have a significantly higher risk of heart attack or stroke within the next 10 years if circulation is not improved. There is one very dangerous truth that many people often overlook. Poor circulation does not just cause fatigue, numbness, or cold hands and feet. If left untreated, it can lead to extremely serious complications that affect the entire body and even threaten your life. And the scariest part is that this process happens silently, little by little, without you realizing it until it is too late. 1. Permanent nerve damage. When sensation disappears, the nerves in your body require a continuous supply of oxygen-rich blood to function. When circulation weakens, oxygen cannot reach the nerves adequately. As a result, the nerve fibers begin to deteriorate and lose their function, leading to numbness in small areas at first, then spreading more widely. At first, you might feel a slight tingling in your fingertips or toes, but over time, you may completely lose sensation in those areas. You might not feel a wound, or even notice temperature changes between hot and cold. This condition is called peripheral neuropathy. If not treated early, this nerve damage can become irreversible. You may lose the ability to feel the ground beneath your feet, become more prone to falls, lose balance, and ultimately lose your ability to care for yourself. 2. Tissue necrosis. When cells silently begin to die, every cell in your body needs blood to survive. When blood cannot reach them, the cells become starved of oxygen, suffocate, and begin to die. This process is known as tissue necrosis. Necrosis usually starts in areas farthest from the heart, such as the toes, heels, or fingertips. You may notice the skin turning dark purple or black, along with intense pain and slow healing wounds. If not addressed quickly, the necrotic area can spread and may need to be surgically removed to save your life. This often happens to older adults with diabetes, peripheral artery disease, or chronic heart failure. A small scratch on the heel can turn into a large area of necrosis within just a few weeks if blood flow is not restored. 3. Diabetic foot ulcers, when a small wound turns into disaster. In people with diabetes, prolonged high blood sugar damages the small blood vessels in the feet, making it difficult for blood to reach the tissues. In this state, even a small blister caused by tight shoes can turn into a stubborn ulcer, become infected, and eventually require surgical amputation. According to the World Health Organization, every 20 seconds, someone in the world loses a limb due to diabetic complications. Over 80% of these cases begin with small foot ulcers caused by poor circulation. If you are an older adult with diabetes, high blood pressure, or a history of leg pain while walking, you must pay close attention to your foot health. Even the smallest wounds should be carefully monitored and treated. 4. Peripheral artery disease, when even walking becomes a challenge. Peripheral artery disease, PAD, occurs when the arteries in the legs narrow or become blocked, severely reducing blood flow to the lower limbs. People with PAD often feel calf pain after walking short distances and need to stop and rest before continuing. If left untreated, the blood supply continues to decline, leading to tissue death, infections, skin ulcers, and the risk of amputation. PAD is also a strong warning sign of serious cardiovascular disease. The buildup of plaques in the leg arteries often occurs simultaneously in the heart and brain arteries. This means that people with PAD are 3 times more likely to suffer a heart attack or stroke. 5. Blood clots and pulmonary embolism. When life is suddenly cut off, blood clots occur when blood thickens and clumps inside a vein or artery, blocking the flow. If a clot forms in your leg, it may cause swelling, pain, and warmth in the calf. But if that clot breaks loose and travels to your lungs, it can cause a pulmonary embolism, a medical emergency that can be fatal within minutes if not treated promptly. Symptoms of pulmonary embolism include sudden shortness of breath, chest pain, rapid heartbeat, coughing up blood, or fainting. This is why older adults must avoid sitting still for many hours and closely monitor signs of unusual leg swelling. There is a sad reality that many elderly people do not seek medical care until their health condition becomes serious. Some avoid it because they find it hard to travel. Others are afraid of discovering a diagnosis. But most simply assume that their symptoms are just part of getting older. However, as you have just learned, poor circulation is no small matter. Without timely evaluation, you could lose your ability to walk or even face life-threatening events such as stroke or limb loss. Early medical evaluation is not just about detecting illness. It is an opportunity to save your legs, your heart, and your mental clarity. 1. Discovering the root cause instead of just treating symptoms. Many people take painkillers or apply ointments when they feel leg numbness, fatigue, or soreness. But these are only surface-level solutions. The real cause lies deep inside the circulatory system. Only a medical examination can pinpoint the exact problem. Is your heart weakening? Are your blood vessels blocked? Do you have anemia? Or is your blood sugar too high? Each of these causes requires a different treatment plan. If you do not identify the root cause, the longer you wait, the more difficult it becomes to control the condition. 2. Simple tests can save your legs. Today, checking blood circulation has become easy and painless. One common test is the Doppler ultrasound. The doctor uses a small probe placed on your skin and moves it along your leg, arm, or neck to check the speed and direction of blood flow. If the blood is moving slowly, is blocked, or leaking, the machine will detect it right away. Another test is the ABI index, ankle brachial index. This test measures the blood pressure in your ankle and compares it to the pressure in your arm. It is used to detect the peripheral artery disease. If the ABI value is low, it means that not enough blood is reaching your legs and treatment is needed. All of these tests are non-invasive, do not cause pain, and can be done in less than an hour, but the benefit they bring may protect your health for many years to come. 3. Early treatment is more effective and less expensive. If poor circulation is caught early, you can improve the condition with lifestyle changes, exercise, a better diet, and vitamin supplements. When there is no damage yet to the blood vessels or nerves, the chances of recovery are very high. But if you wait until there are ulcers, severe blockages, or nerve damage, the treatment becomes far more complicated. At that point, You may need to take medication for life, undergo vascular surgery, or even face amputation. Early detection not only protects your health, but also saves medical costs in the long run, reduces the burden on your family, and helps you maintain an independent life without relying on others. 4. Do not wait until it hurts, because by then, it may be too late. Poor circulation is like a river slowly drying up. If you notice when the water level drops just a little, you can restore it by improving the flow. But if you wait until the riverbed is completely dry, no matter what you do, life may not return. Likewise, do not wait until your legs cannot walk, your heart aches constantly, or wounds turn dark and infected before seeking help. Go to the doctor as soon as you feel persistent coldness in your limbs, chronic pain, swelling, or slow healing wounds. These are not signs of normal aging. They are your body calling for help. Dear listener, by now, I believe you have started to understand why you often feel tired, experience numbness in your legs, calf pain, or cold hands. It is not just due to aging. These are signs of a weakening circulatory system, warnings from a heart that is overworked, from blood vessels that are narrowing, and from cells that are no longer receiving enough oxygen to stay healthy every day. We have just gone through a journey that is not easy, but very necessary. You have learned the hidden causes behind slow blood flow, the clear signals your body is trying to send you, the serious complications that can happen if ignored, and most importantly, why timely medical evaluation can change the entire course of your health. What I hope you will remember is this: you are not too old to change, you are not too late to start, and your health can always improve as long as you care for it at the right time. Start with the smallest steps. Get a checkup if you notice any unusual symptoms. Ask your doctor if your legs often feel painful, cold, or numb. Do not hesitate to share with loved ones if you feel your health is declining. Every action you take today is a step toward protecting your heart, your legs, and your mental clarity in the years to come. And if you have ever wondered, are there any foods, vitamins, or simple ways to improve blood circulation at home? The answer is yes. In the next part, I will join you in exploring the best vitamins and supplements to boost circulation, help you feel stronger, walk more lightly, and noticeably reduce cold limbs, numbness, and cramps. Stay tuned for part 2 of this journey. If you found today's message helpful, please like and subscribe to this channel so you do not miss the next video. Which symptoms above are you experiencing? Please leave a comment below. I am always here to listen and support you. Wishing you good health, peace of mind, and strength to take control of your well-being. See you in the next video.